Let's talk to Stephen James, who's an award-winning teacher who joins us right now as well. Good morning to you, Stephen.
Morning, Julia.
Thank you very much. Thank you for joining us. I'm just going to bring you some breaking news, Stephen. I want to get your reaction. The total number of students, according to UCAS, the university's admissions body, total number of students accepted onto UK degree courses has fallen 2.6% on the same point last year, with 414,940 taking up places so far. That's on initial UCAS figures. It's before we go through clearing and people who haven't got their results. Of course, UCAS and the schools, they know the results already. 79% of 18-year-olds have gained their first university choice. Your reaction to that?
In terms of a drop, I think it's great, because in terms of that, I think we might have more children who are actually going into starting businesses, starting employment, actually getting work ready, which is something I think is often missed in this kind of conversation about A-levels, T-levels. You know, these are the young people who are entrepreneurs. They're the ones who are going to be starting those multi-billion pound, unicorns that are going to be driving our economy forward. So, I look beneath that and I'm feeling the kind of enthusiasm from that previous principle of the aspirations of those young people. And I know they're going to be the ones who are going to be changing the world. And it's brilliant. I loved his enthusiasm.
I mean, really, it was so infectious, wasn't it? And you could just feel that the buzz there would be at that school, that sort of attitude. I fear, alas, not every kid is at a school. Certainly my comp didn't have a head like that was able to, motivate in that way. They went to a brilliant sixth form that did have that sort of head. And it does make a big difference, doesn't it? But it is important, isn't it? As much as it's really important to work hard, do as well as you can in results. We all know plenty of people, including, I mean, loads of people in my family, leave school at 16, have done really, really well in life. A lot of people are very bright, really going to be really successful, but they're not sort of academic. They don't like that sort of work. And there are a lot of people who do really well, straight A's all the way, get a first from a top uni, and then come out and go, oh, now what do I do? So there are different routes for different people, and we shouldn't be focusing just on academic results like this, should we?
Absolutely. We have to take the time to celebrate today, because there are lots of young people who have worked really hard. And as you've already pointed out, they've had a really tricky time over the last couple of years, as well as the teachers as well. This is a culmination of their hard work that they've put in as well. And I think, we need to take time to celebrate all young people, not just the ones getting their results today as well. But they
wait a minute, I want to clarify. Should we be celebrating the young people who don't work hard?
I think we should always be celebrating effort and where they're trying to change and turn their lives around. And, these young people who we're going to see on your programme later, I'm sure, open great results. They're going to be an inspiration, hopefully, to their peers who think, look, I might not have put the effort in the last couple of years, but I can reset my A-levels. I can do my levels if I want. In fact, I can do a T-level, I can do a Btec, and I can work on work-ready skills to become employable.
And the employability is crucial, isn't it? Because we hear from employers again and again. They're going, look, virtually every kid who's going to turn up who did exams in 2021 has got an A grade. They're just going to discount that and go, come on, just give you a reading and writing test and see if you can actually add 2 + 2 together. Although I think it does equal 5 these days, they're going to be looking for people with the right attitude. Can you turn up on time every day with the right attitude? Can you talk to customers? Do you know how to communicate? Are you willing to go the extra mile? Those are the skills that employers want. They can train you in the job, unless it's like a medical degree where we actually need you to know how the human body works. An awful lot of jobs, don't require a university degree.
No, they don't sort. And this talk of grade inflation. We've now got 45% of these youngsters the last 2 years have got a high grade. And it's how hard must it be for employers to they get their CVs and they go, right, well, everyone's got an A. And these people who have gone to university, and the knock-on effect of this that I don't think many people have seen is the number of dropouts in university, because they've got places and they can't keep up, because actually their A grade isn't the same A grade as someone got 10 years ago or 20 years ago. And, they will get that all the time. It's not as hard as it was in my day, and we'll all say that. But genuinely, I think for young people today, they're getting a bit harder in terms of that grade inflation. That
absolutely.
But we need to appreciate the effort they put in as well.
OK. Stephen James, award-winning teacher, thank you very much. I always look forward to Jeremy Clarkson's tweets on these days. Candice Holdsworth, every time we get the A-level grades, it's just become one of these sort of, it's almost like those sort of Christmas. One of the rules that you have to wait for Jeremy Clarkson's tweet. Last year he tweeted, as students received their results this time last year, he wrote last year, if the teachers didn't give you the A-level results you were hoping for, don't worry, I got a C and 2 U's, and I've ended up happy with loads of friends and a Bentley.
But some of the most successful Entrepreneurs I know didn't leave school with any qualifications.
It's what spurs them on.
Yes, well, exactly. They're hungry. They're hungry.
Also, there are different kinds of intelligence.
There are
Two of my closest friends left school at 16 who are both incredibly clever, bright people, done really well. But it's just that sort of academic thing. The schools failed them. The schools weren't where they were going to be successful.
Yes. My only concern is now you need a degree for everything. Like I said, even entry-level jobs now, they want degrees. And so that's a problem. People are incentivized to go and get a degree.
Yeah, I think employers are getting wise to that now, and actually
I think they need to
go for the right attitude. Work skills, absolutely, work skills. Coming up, we're going to be talking more about that. We'll talk to the Education Secretary, Gillian Keegan, and we're also going to be talking about those cancer targets which have been dropped by the government. This is Talk Breakfast.